Hi, hello guys. This is Vijay, chemistry lecturer from Ailaba Junior College. As you know that we have started our NEET series. Based on that, we are discussing about NEET chemistry, unit 2 atomic structure. In that particular unit, today we are going to discuss about few numericals. Let's start. Okay, now look at this question guys. Calculate the energy in joule corresponding to light of the wavelength 45 nanometer. Here they could give the Planck's constant value and also the speed of the light. So let us see how to solve this problem. So according to this particular question, you see, we are going to follow the formula E is equal to hc by lambda. Okay, E is nothing but energy and h stands for Planck's constant, c stands for speed of the light and lambda stands for the wavelength. Okay, so let us apply all the values whatever given in the question so that we come to know the E value. Okay, let us see. So first Planck's constant, its value, that is 6.623 into 10 to the power of minus 34 joule into C value. C is nothing but speed of the light, that is 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second. Okay, divided by lambda value. Lambda value, that is 45 into 10 to the power of minus 9. Okay, so simplifying this we could get, that is 4.42 into 10 to the power of minus 18 joule. So according to this particular question, option D is the right answer. So by this way we can solve this problem. Let us go for the next question. So now look at this next question guys, that is according to law of photochemical equivalence, the energy which is observed in X per mole, that is given as, here they would give the value for the Planck's constant, speed of the light and number of mole, I mean Avogadro number, how many moles are to be observed. So let us see how to solve this particular problem. So according to this particular question, we are going to follow the formula, that is energy E is equal to hc by lambda into Na. This is nothing but number of moles. Okay, applying all the values given in the question, that is Planck's constant, that is nothing, here we have to consider this Planck's constant in ergs, okay, not in joule. So that means 6.626 into 10 to the power of minus 27. It is converted into ergs into C. C stands for speed of the light, that is 3 into 10 to the power of 8 into and number of mole, that is 6.02 into 10 to the power of 23 Avogadro number, divided by lambda value, that is not given, so lambda. Yes, so simplifying this we get 1.19 into 10 to the power of 8 by lambda, 1.19 into 10 to the power of 8 by lambda ergs per mole. So by this way we can solve this problem. So according to this particular question, option B, that is 1.19 into 10 to the power of 8 by lambda value, that is, and the unit to be given for this X per mole. So according to this particular question, option B is the right answer. So by this way we can solve this problem. Let us go for the next question. So now look at this question guys. The value of Planck's constant, that is given 6.623 in 10 to the power of minus 34 joules. The speed of the light, that is given here 3 into 10 to the power of 17 nanometer per second. Which value is closest to the wavelength in nanometer of a quantum of light with the frequency of, here the frequency value also it is given 6 into 10 to the power of 15 per second. So let us see how to solve this problem. So according to this particular question, you see, we are going to follow the formula speed of the light, speed of the light C, that is equal to frequency nu into lambda. Now let us modify this formula, that is lambda is equal to C by nu, that is nothing but frequency. Applying the value here, we are going to find the lambda, Yes, wavelength we are going to find. So wavelength, that is equal to C. The value of C given in the question 3 into 10 to the power of 17. Yes, 3 into 10 to the power of 17 meter per second, that is given. Yes, divided by frequency that is given in the question, that is 6 into 10 to the power of 15. So simplifying this, we could get 50 nanometer. By this way we can solve this problem. According to this particular question, option B is 50 nanometer. So by this way we can solve this problem. B is the right answer. Okay, and it is given in nanometer, we could able to convert it into meter as well. So that is R 50 into 10 to the power of minus 9 meter. So by this way we can convert it into meter as well. Yes, now let us go for the next question. So now look at this next question, guys. The energies E1 and E2 of the two radiations which are 25 electron volt and 50 electron volt respectively. The relation between their wavelengths, that is lambda 1 and lambda 2, that will be. So here are 4 different options given. Let us see how to solve this problem. So now let us write the value given in the question of this E1 value and E2 value, that is. So in the question that is given the value for E1, yes, that is 25 electron volt, and E2 value, yes, E2 value that is given as 50 electron volt. Okay, so now let us apply the formula for this. So the formula, that is E1 energy formula we are going to follow. Yes, energy E1 is equal to Hc by lambda. Here we are going to consider as lambda 1. Okay, similarly E2 we have another formula Hc by lambda 2. Okay, now let us apply all the values given in the question. That is nothing but E1 by E2, therefore that could be written as, a lambda 2 by lambda 1. Okay, so lambda 2, that is, lambda 2 that is E1 and lambda 1 that is what? This E2. We are going to converting this. Now let us write therefore lambda 2 by lambda 1, that is equal to, this could be written as, yes, 25 by 50 electron volt. 25 electron volt and 50 electron volt. So simplifying this, we could get, yes, 25 by 50, that is nothing but 1 by 2. 1 by 2, that is nothing. Here, the lambda 1 value we are going to find. Yes, so lambda 1 that is equal to, therefore, yes, lambda 1 is equal to 2 into lambda 2. Yes, 2 into lambda 2. So by this way we can solve this problem. So according to this particular question, option B is the right answer. Okay, now let us go for the next question. Yes, now look at this next question, guys. The energy absorbed by each molecule A2 of the substance, that is given as 4.4 into 10 to the power of minus 19 joule, and bond energy per molecule is 4.0 into 10 to the power of minus 19 joule. The kinetic energy of the molecule per atom will be. Here are 4 different options given. Let us see how to solve this problem. So according to this particular question, kinetic energy per atom, that is nothing but 4.4 into 10 to the power of minus 19 given in the question, yes, minus by 4.0 into 10 to the power of minus 19 divided by 2. Okay, so simplifying this, we could get 0.4 into 10 to the power of minus 19 by 2. Okay, still you go for simplifying this, you could get 2.0 into 10 to the power of minus 20 joule. So by this way we can solve this problem. According to this particular question, option D is the right answer. Okay, now let us go for the next question. Look at this question, guys. The value of Planck's constant is 6.63 into 10 to the power of minus 34 joule second. The velocity of the light, which is given 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second. Which value is closest to the wavelength in nanometers of the quantum of light with frequency which is given as 8 into 10 to the power of 15 per second. So let us see how to solve this problem. According to this particular question, energy E is equal to h nu, that is nothing but hc by lambda. So this could be written as lambda is equal to c by v. Energy is equal to hv, that is equal to hc by lambda, and lambda is equal to c by v. Now let us write lambda. So lambda is equal to c. The value for c, that is 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second, divided by v, that is 8 into 10 to the power of 15. Okay, simplifying this, we could get 3.75 into 10 to the power of 3.75 into 10 to the power of minus 8 meter. In nanometer, the lambda value, that is 3.75 into 10 to the power of 8 meter, that is closest to 4 into 10 to the power of 1, very closest to the nanometer. 10 to the power of minus 8, so that is nothing but 10 to the near very close to 10 to the power of minus 9 as a nanometer. Okay, so by this way we can solve this problem. According to this particular question, option D is the right answer. Now let us go for the next question. Look at this next question, guys. If the energy of the photon, that is given as 3.03 into 10 to the power of minus 19 joule, then the wavelength, that is lambda of the photon is. Here are 4 different options given. Let us see how to solve this problem. So according to this particular question, the energy of the photon, we are going to find the energy of the photon. Yes, here energy E is equal to hc by lambda. Energy is equal to hc by lambda, that is given, that is equal to 3.03 into 10 to the power of minus 19. Okay, now lambda value. So lambda, that could be written as, so lambda is equal to Planck's constant value, that is 6.626 into 10 to the power of minus 34 into c value, that is 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second, divided by this E value. Yes, that is nothing but 3.03 into 10 to the power of minus 19. Yes, so simplifying this, we could get, yes, what we could get. So lambda, that is equal to, simplifying this, 19.878 by, here we are going to get 3.03 into 10 to the power of minus 7. Yes, again still you are going to simplify this. So simplifying this, we could get 6.56 into 10 to the power of minus 7 meter. So 6.56 into 10 to the power of minus 7 meter converted into nanometer, that is nothing but 2 digits are there here, right? 6.56. So 2 digits are there, that to be added here, it become 10 to the power of minus 9. So 656 nanometer, removing that decimal point, no, to adding the 2 points to here, 10 to the power of minus 9. So 656 nanometer. So by this way we can solve this problem. According to this particular question, option C is the right answer. Yes, now let us go for the next question. Okay, in the photoelectron emission, the energy of the emitted electron is. Here are 4 different options given. Let us see the right answer for this question. So according to this particular question, you see the kinetic energy of the emitted electron, that is h nu minus h nu naught. Okay, so according to this, you know, it is smaller than the h nu. Okay, so according to this particular question, option C, that is given as right answer. So by this way we can solve this problem. Now let us go for the next question. According to the Bohr theory, which of the following transitions in the hydrogen atom will give rise to the least energetic photon? So here are 4 different options given, like N6 to N1, N5 to N4, N6 to N5, N5 to N3. Let us see how to solve this problem. Okay, so here according to this particular question, you see option C, that is nothing but N6 to N5. Okay, the energy of the photon obtained from the transition from N6 to N5 will have the least energy. Okay, we know the formula, na, right? That is delta E for finding this least energy transition from different levels of the orbit. Okay, so we are going to follow this formula, right? So 13.6 z square into 1 by n1 square minus 1 by n2 square. So according to this, we can able to see that the energy of the photon obtained from the transition n6 to the n5, which will have the least energy. Okay, so by this way we can solve this problem. Let us go for the next question. Look at this question, guys. The energy of second Bohr orbit of the hydrogen atom, that is minus 328 kilojoule per mole. Hence the energy of the fourth Bohr orbit, that would be, here are 4 different options given. Let us see how to solve this problem. So according to question number 13, here you can see that we know that formula, right? En, that is equal to E1 into Z by N the whole square. So here it is given as E2. So E2 is equal to E1 by E2. Yes, so that is nothing but minus, it is given in the question, right? So minus 328 kilojoule per mole. Okay, now E4, let us write for. So E4, that is nothing but E4 is equal to E2 by 2 square. Yes, that is nothing but minus 328 kilojoule per mole divided by 2 squares are 4. Okay, so simplifying this, kilojoule per mole, simplifying this, we could get minus 82 kilojoule per mole. So by this way we can solve this problem. According to this particular question, option B is the right answer. Okay, so far guys, we have discussed a few numericals from this particular unit 2 atomic structure, and this video we will continue with one more video. Until then, thank you guys.